It was a crisp and sunny morning when the first reports of a zombie outbreak began to surface. People were shocked and terrified. As the situation grew worse, panic began to set in. People were frantically trying to find a way to safety, but nowhere seemed safe. Amidst the chaos, one man, John, our hero for today's session, somehow managed to escape the affected and avoid the infected entirely. He is our last survivor, and he's about to find out why being the last survivor is not good. Hello. I've changed my intro again, and I've also changed how I'm going to be doing this. As it's come to my attention, I'm pretty bad at this game. Pretty bad. So, I've decided to make stories for each character that I play as for a certain amount of time. And when they die, I'm just kinda done with them. So, with that being said, that's what's happening in today's episode. So sit back, relax, let me know if you like this sort of video, and let me know if you like this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. This is John, our hero for today, our hero for this part of the episode. John is determined. As John gathers supplies to leave his house, he then begins to walk on the street and notices there's a couple zombies behind him. With John learning and understanding that there was a zombie apocalypse before he got his supplies and went outside, he was ready for it. He was ready to beat down any zombie that got in his way. And knowing John, he accomplished that with his hammer and a dream. After John finishes off his two zombies, he slowly begins to realize he may have made a mistake. He may have made a mistake leaving his home this early, because as he noticed, each and every one of his neighbors has turned into zombies. The streets are filled, the buildings are filled with his old residents and some of his friends. As he closes in on a horde of zombies, he gets very close to getting bit, to getting scratched. He's losing hope, he's panicking, a little too much, running out of oxygen and running out of patience to sprint. He swiftly goes through hordes and hordes of zombies, looking and hoping for a way to escape, a way to survive, a safe haven, if you will. As John is running across town, hoping and looking for a way to hide out and sneak away, he finds a place. This place is empty though, so John decides to use the back door. Maybe that'll give him some time to get the zombies off of him. Maybe he can sneak away. However, there's a zombie in the alley, and John makes a bold decision to fight this zombie in the alley. Very successful. John is. However, he almost got bit, and that was a super close call. Another building, John enters. As he enters this building, he realizes really fast that that may have been a mistake, and leaves without searching for supplies or anything at all. And here's John again, back to running on the streets, back to the open area, zombie-filled roads. John is in trouble. It's not looking good. As John finally finishes up running on the street, he finds a somewhat safe haven, safe enough to hide out. However, John has made a mistake, one fatal flaw. His combat skills aren't as good anymore because he's been running through town. And unfortunately, John has been bit and scratched. He's slowly losing vitals. However, John does have bandages. But that does not stop the question. John is bit now. And he's also trapped. Trapped with no way to escape. Trapped and bleeding, exhausted. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. The zombies break in through the glass, and now John is forced to retreat into the back room. The back room where there's only two ways out. But those two ways all lead to zombies. However, John is deciding on which door to go through because there's only one way. Eventually, John will choose, and that decision will change his life forever. John checks his vitals and prepares for the worst outcome possible. John chooses the door that he's going to go through. Door number left. Door on the left. Luckily, one zombie. John's okay with that. He makes swift work with one singular zombie. However, he's getting a little too cocky here. He's trying to eliminate all the zombies on the first floor, which may have costed him more than he's bargaining for. As he goes to shut the door to stop the other horde from coming in, he tries to close the window as well, and then another zombie gets in, scratches his leg. That was a big problem. Trying to kill the zombies on the first floor may have been John's worst mistake. Unfortunately, he has failed. He is now in the bathroom, revisiting his last location situation. Locked in a room, with zombies banging on the door. No way to escape, and bleeding, possibly even more than before. As John builds up the courage to face his fears and get out of this bathroom, he just goes for it. There's 2 zombies, good enough for John. However, John is exhausted and tired. He's making a lot of mistakes, getting bit, and pushing zombies is the best he can do. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. That has been the last life of John, and that's the end of John. This is Dusty. Dusty was a mechanic on his own farm. Dusty also heard about the zombie apocalypse. But Dusty is no normal man. Dusty is angry that there's zombies walking on his farmland. And Dusty's gonna go take care of it. As Dusty finishes gathering his weapons, no supplies, only weapons, he encounters his first zombie. And Dusty is just angry. He's ready. He is going to go on a spree. Any zombie he sees, he's just going wild. He doesn't like the undead walking on the living land. Dusty's well trained in this though. Dusty's taking on 2, 3 zombies at a time, back to back, no break. Dusty's a wild card. Dusty's gonna end this zombie outbreak with him and his pipe. This is the Dusty story. This is the aggressive Dusty. And the only Dusty that we'll ever have. After he finishes killing all those zombies, he grabs his rewards, a baseball cap. The Dusty we all know. As I've said before, Dusty is not a fan of the undead on his farm. Even though his farm is dead, he's still seeking revenge of the zombies killing his farmland, his crops, his corn. He's a very angry mechanic man on a farm, murdering zombies left and right, taking them out of their misery. This man has waited for this moment his whole entire life. This is easy to him. He does this a million times in his own head, and now the time has finally come to do it for real. As Dusty comes back from murdering all those zombies, he comes inside to have a drink of water and wash the sweat away, because that was some exercise. Once Dusty is done doing that, he realizes that he might have to leave his home to get more supplies. He only has so many supplies in his home. So Dusty begins searching for the rest of his supplies that he can take to adventure outward. Dusty is slowly beginning to realize he's bit more than he can chew. When Dusty left his home, he began running on the street looking for his neighbors. However, his neighbors lived 25 meters away. Therefore, Dusty's kind of in trouble. He's ran into multiple hordes. He doesn't even know where he's going, nor does he know what to do. Dusty may have wanted revenge, but now he's seeking survival. He wants to survive. He no longer wants revenge on all these zombies, because he is outnumbered. He finally reaches the nearest town, into the burger shop he must find. He will try to hide in the burger shop, and hiding in the burger shop is his best bet because earlier he was being chased by one too many zombies. Unfortunately, Dusty doesn't think it's gonna hold, so he looks for a back route. And good thing too, because they're breaking in just now. The back route is here. The zombies are already entering. The back route is the only option. It's the last option. Dusty opens the window and escapes. As Dusty was running, he found a motel. Dusty had a quick decision to run up the stairs in hopes that none of the zombies would take the time to go up the stairs. Unfortunately, that didn't work out that well. There's still going to be zombies banging on the door. But this time, there is no escape, except a window that is 2 feet, or 2 floors off the ground. That could break his leg. So that is a last case decision. He opens it just in case. And now Dusty prepares for the worst. As Dusty waits, he grows impatient. And now he's deciding on if he should open up the door to fight them all, to see if he can fight them all. Dusty quickly learns that that idea is not going to work. So he jumps to the window and escapes, barely, just by a thread. Whoever jumping out of that window has broken Dusty's leg. So now he's in trouble, limping, bleeding, with a broken leg. Limping to the best of his ability, also slowly dying. It's not looking good, I promise you that. It's not looking good at all. As Dusty panics to search for a place to go inside and try to hide, he's losing hope. He's losing a lot of hope. There's one too many zombies, but he sees an opening. This opening may or may not save him. And it did not. He tripped on 2 zombies that were already in this little supply closet. Unfortunately, Dusty's not going to get out of here alive. Dusty's been bit 1 too many times, and this is the last handful of seconds of Dusty. And that is the end of Dusty. That's the end of both of our heroes. And that is the end of this video. Let me know if you liked this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye bye.